Today, who says diamonds are a girl's best friend? We all know it's cheek fillers. Hi guys, welcome to the channel. My name's Dr Sarah Tonks. I'm a cosmetic physician in London. Today we are talking all about cheek fillers, and I have a couple of women to show you. For those of you who watch the channel on a regular basis, you'll know that over the past few weeks I've just been doing very basic procedures in a change from the normal schedule. Normally I would take a full face and do a lot of volume replacement, but I have so many questions from people asking, what's it going to look like if I just have a couple of mils of cheek filler or lip filler, or if I just do some basic Botox? So if you take a look at the videos over the past few weeks, you'll see that I have been tackling these age-old questions. And of course, the question on everyone's lips today is, what does it look like if I have 2 mils in my cheek and I'm a woman? Because we did men last week. So we've got our first patient up here now. She's got quite a lot of width there already. If I had carte blanche and I was doing whatever I liked, I would replace this volume here in the chin. She's also lost some volume right here. And I'd probably make the jawline a little bit stronger as well. Couldn't hurt to do a bit in the tear trough either. But guys, that's not what today is all about. Oh no, it's about showing you what it looks like if you have a couple of syringes of filler in the cheek. So let's go on over and see how it's done. I literally just put 2 mils of Juvederm Voluma on the cheekbone. That was it. I did the lateral portion of the cheek and also a bit in the front portion of the cheek as well. When you're identifying where the highest point of the cheek should be, there are a few bits of maths that you need to bear in mind. I did reposition that for her. So if you look at this before and after here, you'll see that there is a bit more of a sweep, like yay, in the cheek in comparison with it looking a little bit sort of stepped there. Let me just remove those lines so you can have a proper look. Guys, this is such a subtle result. Using 2 mils of filler is really not going to change the way that you look too much. You see the fullness just here? That's at the point that we call the point of beautification. Google it or watch some of the previous videos because I talk about it a lot there. And you're like, yeah, but what about when you're smiling? How does that look? Because, you know, my friend had it done and now she looks like she's got chipmunk cheeks or pillow face or whatever you want to call it. Well, look no further. Here she is smiling. Pretty much looks the same, just maybe a little more fullness in this part of the face. As I've said previously, the trick is you have to inject underneath the muscle if you're doing the front part of the cheek here. Otherwise, when you're smiling, sure, it can move. And that's when it doesn't look very good. Up next, we've got our lovely lady. Little bit older this time. What would I do? She brings in a black Amex card, plonks it on the table, says, Sarah, I've got a younger man, do whatever you can. I say, no problem, this is what I'd do. A lot of volume loss in the temple, a lot of volume loss there. So we'd fill all that in. Then I'd do a bit of work in the tear trough area. We've got some hollowness here too. Bit dicey because her eyebrows are quite low, so I need to try and find a way to lift up her eyebrows first. I don't know if she's actually had Botox done. If she hasn't, I'd put a bit of Botox in, try and get that eyebrow to come up to see whether or not I can then fill this area here. Not sure, I'd have to see. Moving down, she's got a lot of hollowness back here. I would fill all that in. I would point off her chin a little bit because as you get older, it just becomes a little bit flat. I'd also replace all this lost volume here. But guys, we did not do that because, as I mentioned, this is a cheek filler special. So all I did was just put some Juvederm Vol Lift this time because she's extremely slim. And I was a bit concerned that if I put Voluma straight in there, that you'd be able to see it too much. You'd see the undulation, which if you're using the needle technique directly onto the bone can be an issue. Not so much of a problem if you're using a cannula, but the problem is she's already so angular that I think wouldn't be a good call for her. So you can see we do have a very slight improvement in the tear trough area, and that's because we put some filler in the front part of the cheek right there. When you do that, it tends to have the effect of pushing up like this very slightly, so you get an indirect improvement in the tear trough. That's why when we inject the tear trough, it's very important to do the cheek, that bit of the cheek and that bit of the cheek first before you tackle the tear trough itself. I will do a tear trough special at some point. Let's just have a quick look at her smiling. There we are. No chipmunk cheeks in sight. If there's any chipmunks around here, I want you to catch it and release it into the wild, away from civilization. Okay guys, so that's it for this week. I really hope you enjoyed the video. We are going back to our normal schedule next week where we're doing some full face stuff from here on out. I really hope you guys enjoyed the past few weeks where we're just really focusing on one procedure at a time. If you've got any questions, comments, suggestions for the future, you let me know in the comment section below, and I will see you again next week.